Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back. I think one of the biggest questions in Gotham Knights, one of the most confusing questions is crafting, is gear, is blueprints. You might have a particular idea of what type of build you want to do with any of the four particular characters, but the problems is one, you don't know all the available pieces in the game, and for two, you don't know where to find these particular pieces. So that is what we're going to talk about in today's video. I have put together a working Google spreadsheet, a sort of comprehensive guide to all of the gear in the game, all the different suits, melees, ranged weapons, sort of like a quick reference for you to be able to go to. So if there is a particular build or a particular piece that you are looking for, or even all the ones that you don't know about just yet, you'll have kind of a guide to be able to look at that particular item and know where, or approximately know where to go or what faction to target in order to get each of these pieces. So if you enjoyed the video, be sure you hit that thumbs up, show your support, sub if you're new, if you're interested in becoming a member in the membership program. Link for that is in the description, or you can click the join button. You can also support the channel by hitting thanks. So now let's jump over to the Google spreadsheet so we can go through this and let you see everything that we're doing and the capabilities of this, because like I said, I don't know everything. I don't have every single legendary piece. I've even been finding more pieces that I didn't know about almost every single day. I initially thought there was only 35 suits, 35 melees, 35 ranged. Well, I am now almost up to 40 melees and I think 38 suits and 38 ranged. So apparently there is certainly more than 35 than I initially thought. But anyways, let's jump into the suit and let you know exactly what I did and what you can do to not only help me, help the community, but help us fill this out completely. So for example, the first couple we have concussive and cryogenic. You see that these two right here are completely filled out. I have the style, I have the faction, I have the momentum, elemental, conditional stats. That is because I actually have the blueprint for it on one of my characters. Now, good thing, I guess, about this game is that for the most part, the pieces are the same across all four characters. So that's kind of nice. It makes it a lot easier when talking about this. So say, take for example, concussive. You know that it's going to be in metal style. You're going to be able to find it through the mob, elemental, concussive, obviously, and you can see each of the conditional stats. Now, when we go to say Deadeye, the suit, well, I haven't been able to find the Deadeye suit, but I do have at least the epic of the Deadeye, and I know you get it through League of Shadows. And so until I get the actual legendary piece, I'm not going to fill out the conditional stats because an additional conditional stat is added once you get to that legendary piece. And so that is why I don't have that filled out. But if you want the Deadeye legendary suit, then you need to start farming League of Shadows. Couple other things to take note is, obviously this is not complete, right? This is a continuing work in progress. And as I'm farming with all of the characters in the game, I'm going to continuously fill this out. If y'all want to comment on any particular piece or section or conditional stat or anything, all you got to do is hit the right click button. Now this is just going to show all of this stuff because, well, I'm the one that made it. But if you go to it, all you have to do is hit right click. You'll have the ability to comment on any particular cell. Another thing to keep in mind is that we have specific contacts in this game that give you specific pieces. For example, all of the modular pieces. You can get the modular pieces through the watch, the legendary pieces through the watch. Now, I haven't listed them in here under the watch just yet. I will attempt to get all of this filled out because, like I said, this is a whole lot of work. This took me a lot of time to do this. But the reason why it says regulators is because all of the epic pieces and below for the modular bioelectric can be found through the regulators. Now, the legendary piece itself can be found through the watch. And so I'm going to list both of those there. One thing that I definitely need help with is, for example, Jada Tompkins. I completed all of Jada Tompkins' stuff, or all the pieces that I can get, a long time ago. And I don't remember what pieces those are. I believe that it is the team up pieces, the ones that say team up bioelectric or whatever, but I could be mistaken. And it's the same with Renee Montoya as well. I believe that Renee Montoya was, I honestly don't remember, but there's some particular pieces that I know that each of the contacts have. So if you know what those legendary pieces are, please comment and let me know. That way I could change to say concussive to the mob and Renee Montoya. Now, like I said, this is a work in progress, so don't expect every single thing to be error-free. I did test this quite extensively before putting this together, and so I believe my method of faction and where to locate each of these pieces is pretty accurate. But if there is something that isn't, please let me know in the comments, or please put the comment on the actual spreadsheet. And like I said, I don't know how many total pieces there are. So far, I have found that there's been 36 suits, I guess. With melee weapons, we have 39 different melee weapons. And I keep finding new ones every single day. For example, I just found forced projection. I have never heard of that. I also found close combat really recently, which again is another one that I have not heard of before. And so some of those are new. So I have 39 total of the melees. And then for the ranged weapon, I have 36 total on these. I do also want to mention that it could be possible that some of these items are only specific to certain characters, because I have found that I get one particular item quite easily with one character, and then another character I have never ever seen in my life. So for example, science power. Now, I have never seen science power before until I started farming with Robin, and Robin is the only one that ever drops science power. It kind of makes sense that someone like him would have science power. Guardian Angel, that is one that I've only seen with Nightwing, that I have only been able to pick up with Nightwing. Deadeye, that is another one. That is with Red Hood. That is one of the ones. Same with Close Combat. Close Combat and Deadeye are two that I've only been able to find with Red Hood. So if it is true that there are specific sets that only one particular character can have, then we will add a column and put on there only Red Hood or only whatever. But now you can just go through each of these conditional stats. You can see what each of these conditional stats offer and be able to have a general idea of where to go to farm this and be able to put together your perfect build. So like I said, guys, a link for this will be in the description. So feel free to go click on it. Help me fill this out. This is going to be a continual work of progress. As I'm farming, as I'm getting gear, I will continuously keep this updated. For at least now, I'm leaving the comments open to hopefully help and you guys be able to help me do this. I do want to emphasize though that please only do legendary pieces. It has to be legendary. Don't fill it out with epic or commons or anything like that. But yeah, hopefully this helped you. Please hit the thumbs up. Show your support if you enjoyed the video, and I will see everybody again soon. Now take it easy. We are out. Peace.